Well, people of YouTube, I think this anime has ruined my dreams of ever becoming a professional gambler. True story. Hello people of YouTube, tis I once more, the Crimson Assassin, here today to give you guys another anime review. So today people of YouTube, we're going to talk about an anime on Netflix. That's right people of YouTube, a Netflix anime original series. Well, not really necessarily the original series because this anime was in Japan and amongst other things, I guess, but who cares? It's an anime on Netflix that happened to have the Netflix logo in the beginning of it. So, fuck, it's a Netflix original series. Who the hell cares? So, the anime we're about to review is Kakeguri. Or in English, translated, it's known as Compulsive Gambler. So let's get started, shall we? So the story of Compulsive Gambler takes place in Hakao Academy. And a whole entire academy dedicated to gambling. Yeah. Gambling. You know the stuff. Poker, blackjack, roulette, darts, some weird, crazy, out of the ordinary game involving some sort of cards. And rock, paper, scissors, I shit you not. But, anyway, so, in a school dedicated to gambling. Alright? You basically follow the transfer student known as Yumiko, or if you really want to go technical, I guess it's this fucking this useless piece of shit main protagonist, but I don't see him as the main protagonist because she is the main protagonist, Yumiko, as she attends the school and tries to become the best gambler. I don't really know, like, you don't really know what her intentions are, really, you know, why did she join the school or anything? No, she's just there because she just loves gambling. And you basically follow this compulsive gambler and her addiction to gambling as shit hits the fan. Many twists and turns and that's pretty much it. Again, put that on another tally mark of the Crimson Assassin's shitty fucking explanations of anime stories. Whip-de-doo. Alright then, people of YouTube. Let's talk turkey, okay? An anime about gambling is a recipe for freaking many possibilities. If you really think about it, gambling, it's all about probability, you know? It's all about, you know, not really necessarily just knowing the outcome, but it's just, you know, that suspense, that feeling of what the hell is gonna happen, and it's fascinating. So, taking place in an anime form, you know, I was on board with that. I was really, really, really fascinated in checking out this anime, and finally released on Netflix. So, people of YouTube, what did I think about Kakeguri? Well, let's get started, shall we? The first and big praise that I'll give Kakeguri is definitely the animation done by MAPPA. It's pretty solid, very colorful, and I definitely love showing a lot of teeth. No, literally, because there's a lot of teeth in the anime. Like, when characters would make expressions, most of the time their teeth are showing, and they put a lot of attention to detail almost in their teeth. Like, isn't it weird for me to just, you know, anyone not to talk about the weirdness of the fetish of teeth in this anime? Because that's all it sometimes is when the anime shows, is that, you know, the characters, when they make a face, more likely than not, they're going to show some teeth. So yeah, but all in all, the animation is pretty solid, very serviceable, and, you know, not really groundbreaking or amazing, but it is still solid, so good job, MAPPA. The only issue I would say I would have with the animation is the use of CGI, as it kind of gets a little jarring, and they kind of reused some of their old animations here and there, and it you can definitely tell. It's not really anything to hinder your experience, but you can obviously plainly notice the pretty awful CGI that the anime has. But don't worry, that doesn't happen too frequent. So, you know, there you have it. So, the next praise I'll give this anime is definitely the story. The story of Kakeguri is very fascinating. It is very intense, and you know, it's really enjoyable to in and of itself. The whole gambling aspect of the anime is pretty much the sole reason on how I was sold on this anime. Because seriously, an anime about gambling, anything could fucking happen. Seriously, anything could happen, especially when it does come to gambling, a very highly addictive thing. You know, I guess highly addicted hobby, as some people would put it. Because, I mean, it's fucking gambling. You know, you win some and you definitely lose some. And they definitely showcase the losing aspect of losing in gambling. Because trust me, you do not want to be in a situation where you're going to lose. Which is why I stay far away from gambling. Yeah. So, when it comes to the gambling aspect of this anime, it's very intense. You know, it's almost reminiscent of like a sports anime when, you know, things kind of get like very intense and, you know, you get to the edge of your seat and you're wondering, and you're in suspense and you're just like, oh boy, what the fuck is going to happen? And it definitely gets intense in some moments. And, which you know, it's actually kind of funny because I wouldn't be surprised if this anime was classified under a sport anime, because if you think about it, I actually do end up seeing a lot of like ESPN nowadays actually showcasing some tournament poker. So I'm not really surprised I wouldn't be surprised if this was classified under a sports anime, but that's going off of a tangent and that doesn't really serve no purpose to the review. So let's move on to the next thing. The story is really solid. The characters in the anime are hit or miss for me. Some I actually enjoyed and I really liked. Others, okay. Let's talk about the main character, Yumiko. All I have to say about this character, she is waifu material, people of YouTube. Damn straight. I'm talking class A waifu material. That's right. I really like this girl. Not just because of her compulsive gambling disorder or whatever. It's just that, you know, I don't know. I just really like the character. How, you know, nonchalant and happy she looks on the outside, but deep in the inside, when she really gets into the gambling mood, my body becomes super hot. I know I'm sounding like a total weeb at this point, but come on, man. Even I can't deny just the overall significance of this character and how much of a horny bastard am I. Go figure. So regardless, people of YouTube, I am fascinated by this character and just Yumiko in general. She is a very fun character, and my issue kind of with her is that she does fall flat in the character development stat. Because yeah, sure, even though I do like her, you know, as a character, she does not really get much character development. I mean, yeah, sure, she loves gambling, but what else do we really know about this chick? And they kind of alluded to her past before, but never really fully addressed, and it's only addressed one time. And again, it's not further explored, and you don't really hear much about this character's past. And yes, she is the main character, not this piece of shit. Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. But other than that, Yumiko is a character that you do not want to be gambling against. Because 9 times out of 10, you'd lose. But hey, you still got that 1%, you still got that 1. Alright? And while we're talking about Yumiko, I do want to bring this up into attention, and I have to give this anime props, because I like how the anime resorts to not having this character win in every gamble. I actually like the fact that she actually loses a few times in the anime, and a part of that is because mostly when you watch a sports anime, you know, more often than not the main characters win, and you know, you huzzah and all that. So I will give this anime praise and props for the fact that it doesn't, go through that route of having the main characters always win. So again, I have to give this anime even more props. So good on you, anime. And again, Yumiko is a fun character. Yada yada yada. Let's move on to the next one. The next character am I about to bring into light is a character that I kind of liked more than I actually anticipated. And it's that girl with the eye patch. I forgot her name, but she too, aside from being very, very, very aggressive and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Fucking bad shit crazy. I think that's how you would put it. She was a very memorable character. And also very fucking psycho. But hey, I like that. So if that does not, say much about me, and is that, well, yeah, I like crazy characters, so go figure. But her existence alone was just very memorable. So, there you have it. Now, again, I'm not singing any of these characters praise. They do have faults, and they're all not perfect characters. But all in all, I mean, yeah, I liked them, but they weren't, like, great characters to really, praise about, because the characters are kind of more hit-misses than hits. And I guess that's where we're gonna probably start talking about the characters I didn't like. This guy. What the fuck was his name again? Ryota? Suzui? I'm gonna call you useless, because that's all he is. Fucking useless. Except maybe 2 times in the anime where he does serve a purpose. More often than not, he's not doing anything, and they're very small things. And, like, seriously, like, you could have written this character off of the anime, off of episode 1, and nothing would happen. Like, that's all he is. He is absolutely the most pointless male lead in an anime I think I've met, period. His existence is so forgettable, I forgot this dude's name. Oh, I think I did mention it before. But probably more than likely after this video, I'm not gonna remember this dude's name. Just so you know, because his existence is really fucking useless. So useless, you are useless. So stop being useless. You fucking useless. The student council president. I'm sorry. I had to bring this up to attention. This bitch. Literally talk about cartoony as fuck. And not just cartoony in the sense that she is very over the top. I mean, like, cartoony in, like, the way she talks, the way how she speaks, how she talks in questions and riddles, and you don't know where her head is at, and you don't know, who she is, why she does the things that she does, and she's just a mystery throughout the anime, and yet she doesn't really do much in the sense of progressing the story or doing much in the sense of just being there. She's and the minute you see this character on screen, you can tell you're the final boss. Like you are like the final boss in a video game, and it's gonna probably be something shitty. And lo and behold, the last episode is probably one of the laziest, rushed conclusions to an anime I think I've ever seen ever. Yeah, and that's also another issue. The ending. I just said it, so no need to progress further. Also, again, like I mentioned before, the CGI kind of gets a little jarring, but it's, again, hit or miss. Again, my issues lie with mostly the characters and how they weren't really used to their full potential. Like, I want to see more Mary. Like, she was actually another fascinating character I actually liked, but doesn't really get much screen time. You have one of the other student council who was part of, like, the student council, and she helps Yumiko towards the end of the anime. Again, she wasn't really used much, unless that one scene, and then another scene, again, she was also kind of hit or miss. Like, some scenes I liked her, some scenes I don't, but I totally forgot this girl's name, so please excuse me. And, again, you know, I wouldn't really have much issues with the characters had they have been given more screen time or development. And again, people of YouTube, there were more misses than hits, which is quite ironic because, well, not really ironic because it's about gambling and, you know, you hits, miss, you kind of get what I'm the illusion to where I'm going with this. Yay, nay. All right, moving on. Aside from that, people. I'm sorry. Not just yet. The English dub, cringy as fuck. Don't watch the English dub. Watch it Japanese sub. I swear to God, you will have the best time watching that shit subbed. Because you could definitely tell the voice actors and actresses were having so much fun with their roles. The English dub that Netflix offered, crap. Don't watch it dub. Watch it sub. Other than that, people of YouTube, I don't really have much else to say about Kakeguri. I do think it's a very fun anime to watch, and you guys definitely check it out and watch it. But don't go into the anime expecting too much. Go in, have a fun time watching it. It is a very enjoyable anime, so this anime does get a 3 out of 5. And knock yourself out, people of YouTube. It's a fun anime to watch. And if you definitely want an anime to binge on Netflix, well, definitely this is your cup of tea. Anyway, that's going to wrap this video up. It's been a while since I've recorded an anime review, you can tell. I have to get back into the swing of things. Stay tuned, I'm hoping to get my Devilman Crybaby review out. I'm just waiting for someone to be a part of that video, so stay tuned for that. You know, I do plan on working on a top 10 list coming soon. It'll be the first top 10 list of 2018, so get excited for that. Stay tuned for more stuff coming on their way. So, there you have it, people of YouTube. Peace.